Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a certain division that has currently been reported within the ODM party. The ODM party, led by Raila Amolo Odinga, signed an MOU, a memorandum of understanding, between them and the government of President William Ruto on how they are going to work together moving forward. But one Governor James Orengo has refused to become a praise and worship uh, team member by psychopathically singing praises to President William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza administration, because Governor James Orengo believes that he owes it to the people of the Republic of Kenya to speak openly and criticize what is wrong. Now, yesterday, we saw that some members of the ODM were deployed to make scathing attacks against Governor James Orengo and warn Governor James Orengo of a possible impeachment that might be tabled against him if he fails to apologize to Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto for, disrespecting Raila Amolo Odinga disrespecting Raila Amolo Odinga and President William Ruto during the burial of Raila's bodyguard, George Odor. Now, Orengo has stood firm. He has said that he won't be shaken by what Raila Odinga and William Ruto and the psychopaths within ODM are saying. What Orengo has said is that if they want to bring the impeachment motion, let them bring it. And he has refused to apologize. And Orengo's refusal to apologize has prompted Raila Amolo Odinga to speak in regards to the delicate matter that is currently brewing within the ODM party that might currently lead to a division between ODM party. I shall give you the example. Back in the year 1992, we had a party called Ford Kenya. It was Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's party and one Kenneth Matiba. But due to some misunderstanding between the two when it came to the elections of the year 1992, after multi-party was allowed, Jaramogi fell out with Kenneth Matiba. Jaramogi went on to seek presidential seat using Ford Kenya party ticket. Kenneth Matiba and the rest, even Raila Amolo Odinga was in that team. They they splitted Ford Kenya into Ford Kenya and Ford Asili. So that is what seems to be happening currently within ODM. James Orengo and some other people, delegates of the ODM party, including Senator Edwin Sifuna, who is the Secretary General of the ODM party, have refused to join the present choir team. And Raila Amolo Odinga feels offended in this. Now, it seems that there is pressure from above to pressure Sifuna and Governor James Orengo to becoming psychopaths and accepting to be the present worship choir team of what? Of the ODM, of the Kenya Kwanza administration and the MOU side between William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga. But they have refused. One thing that we will understand in this, and before I read to you the statement that has been issued by Raila Amolo Odinga and the ODM party, I want you to understand that before the death of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga in 1997, he did not crown his son Raila Amolo Odinga as the rightful heir to the throne of the Luo kingpinship politics. The man that was given the mandate to lead the Luo community in terms of politics was his adoptive son in politics, Bob Agre James Orengo. Are we together? The senior counsel. We call him the working constitution. So, James Orengo, with all this, him and Raila Amolo Odinga, since that time, never saw eye to eye. It happened that Raila Amolo Odinga ran for the presidential seat in 1997, but Raila failed to secure the seat. Now, in the year 2002, Raila decided that he is not going to run for presidency and decided to back the team that was led by Mwai Kibaki. And the reason why Raila did not run is because Raila expected that KANU under Moi would give Raila the ticket to run for the presidency. But Moi did his thing and chose Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And that is when Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta ran through KANU ticket for president, challenging Mwai Kibaki. And Mwai Kibaki beat him. James Orengo, on the other hand, decided to run for presidency. And James Orengo became number 3 in the election of the year 2002. Now, remember, Raila and James Orengo hawapikiki kwa chungu kimoja back in that time. So it happened after Raila got into government with Mwai Kibaki and everybody, he became a minister. But within 3 years, Raila Odinga and Mwai Kibaki fell out. There came the formation of the Pentagon. And Raila went out of the NARC Kenya coalition or the Rainbow Coalition and decided to form what? The ODM party. Now that is when James Orengo came in and joined Raila Odinga. James, after joining Raila Odinga, in the year 2007, remember James had ran for the presidency in the year 2002, decided to back Raila Odinga for the presidency in the year 2007. Remember Raila, baba yake alikuwa amemwambia hautawahi ongoza. But James Orengo believed, tukikam pamoja, things might happen. And so, he supported Raila. Raila failed in the year 2007. Came 2013, James Orengo continues to become a supporter of his brother, Raila Odinga. Raila fails again in 2013. Come 2017, the same thing. Come the year 2022, the same thing. Now, James Orengo sees that Raila has the greatest opportunity to seize what is and become the president in the elections of the year 2027. But Raila does not see that. And that is why, even before the signing of the MOU after Raila returned from the AU election, Orengo was against the signing of the MOU. Remember, even at KICC when the signing was being done, Orengo wasn't there. So Orengo has been against Raila joining the government and has been against ODM defecting from being the opposition to becoming the present worship team, the choir team of President William Ruto. And that is why he spoke it openly recently, and that is why we are at this point. Now, I want to read to you the statement that was given by Raila Odinga and Co. in regards to the matter facing James Orengo within the, how should I put it, the ODM party. Now listen and listen very carefully to this statement. The Orange Democratic Movement Party leader Raila Odinga has finally spoken out amid reports of a rift within the political outfit owing the memorandum of understanding signed with President William Ruto's UDA party that gave birth to the broad-based government. Now, Odinga, in a statement through his spokesperson Dennis Onyango on Friday, appealed to party members to exercise restraint and decorum while debating the current state of affairs and speculations of a rift within ODM. He explained that he is keenly following the relationship between ODM and the Kenya Kwanza administration and ways in which the stakeholders are interpreting the MOU that was signed. The former Prime Minister further promised to chart the way forward after harmonizing the views from the relevant organs of the party. I quote what was written. Mr. Odinga believes the discussions are not unique to ODM and are in line with similar such engagements that have gone in equally strong parties in established democracies. The statement read in part. Now, in the position of the party leader that at the appropriate time, relevant organs of the party will harmonize the diverse views and come up with a harmonized position on the way forward. Mr. Odinga appeals to ODM members and leaders to exercise decorum, civility, restraint, and respect for each other as they debate the current state of affairs and the future of the party. Now, listen to what Orengo said. I cannot be a praise singer. We fought for the democratic constitution where people should speak freely. I urge Kenyans to tell their leaders the truth. This country will go to the dogs again if the kind of language we hear continues. Now, that is something that the man, James Orengo, said in front of the president. Are we together? Now, you understand what Raila is trying to say. It's telling leaders to exercise decorum, civility, and other things. They are all directed to James Orengo. James Orengo, una heshima, you are not civil, you don't exercise decorum. We tell you to apologize to the president, and you are not apologizing. Are we together? That is what they are trying to tell James Orengo. Now, allow me to get into some certain statements that are currently being spoken in regards to this fiasco that is unfolding between Raila Odinga and James Orengo. One Wakabado says, 1973 Sonu, UON President James Orengo has a track record. Guys asking him to be different are just being cheeky, scissored and battle-headed. Governor James Agre Orengo, he of our Wangari Maathai battalion to save Karura Forest, is amongst Kenyans bold blessed. Long live Jatelo. That is Kabado Wakabado. I want you to listen to former IEBC Commissioner Dr. Roslyn Akombe. And this is what she says. Orengo was who we looked up to as student leaders in the late 90s. He is the one who came through for us during the Karura and Katiba protest. The other guy was in bed with Moi at that time. Now, this tells you that every leader that has seen through history, James Orengo is the underdog that you shouldn't assume. And this move by Raila Odinga, let me tell you, what they are planning, the impeachment and what is going on, it's not because James Orengo became, he protested. No, it's because the elder brother to Raila Odinga believes that he should be the rightful heir to the throne of gubernatorial seat in Siaya County. That is Oburu Odinga. Remember, he is the senator. And if James Orengo is kicked out or impeached, one Oburu Odinga will vie for the gubernatorial seat in the year 2027, and he will win. So they are trying to force James Orengo out. But will this work? We are seeing Raila Odinga is siding with those that are saying James Orengo should apologize. And, telling James Orengo to become a psychopath is something that you might have lost your mind. This is a man that fought for the revolution. He fought for the first liberation, the multipartyism, the new constitution that we enjoy. He was among the frontline soldiers, senior counsel. We call him the walking constitution. So you are telling this man to become a praise and worship choir member of William Ruto. You must be crazy. James Orengo has said no to that. Now, that is what is going on. I really want to have you shared with us your peace of mind in regards to this battle that is unfolding within the ODM party. Should James Orengo and Edwin Sifuna walk out of the said party and allow them to become psychopaths as they are continuing to be? Or should he fight to remain there and continue attacking the government? That's it for now. Remember to subscribe. This is the Felix Report. Subscribe. My good name is Felix Manda.